Hi everybody, I'm just some guy and today I'm going to review Iceman number 7. Oh boy, well it finally happened. Bobby Drake finally got turned out. And like a true bitch, he's clinging to his man. He's moving to West Hollywood. Oh yeah, oh it's happening, here it is. Actually, given how everything's running pretty fine here, and I'm not on any team roster, I think I'm gonna move to LA. This is after one butt fuck. One. Just one, and he's moving to be with the guy. This is the first dude he's ever been with, the first dude he's ever kissed, the first dude he's ever boned or let bone him, and he wants to move in with him. He's a gay man, not a lesbian. They're not even dating, it's just a fling. Jesus, this book. So let's get into it. I didn't review issue number 6 because it really wasn't worth the time. A quick recap, Bobby and Angel meet up in LA with the champions to remember Black Widow. In the middle of this, Bobby and Warren go to the Hollywood sign to talk. They spot a sentinel from like 8 miles away and then randomly attack the woman building it. She says she's building them for a film, but Bobby doesn't care and destroys it anyway. He ends up at this club for his first date with this guy named Judah. They dance and Bobby has his first gay kiss. Then the sentinels attack. The lady sent them to prove to her prospective studio bosses that she'd be a great hire. Cause when you want a job in film, you create animatronics that fuck up a city. But to be fair, megalomaniac is probably a good thing to have on your resume if you want to work in Hollywood. So that's where issue 7 picks up. We see Bobby's parents' still fucked up house and his dad going to talk to his mom. His dad walks in on his mom who's gone full Carrie Matheson. This is all over Bobby coming out. Your boy's gay, not a fucking terrorist. She's got the walls covered with pictures of Bobby and young Bobby. She somehow discovered that there's 2 of them. Now here's my question. Why didn't Bobby mention that? It's not like it's a secret. The boy's not hiding in the X mansion. Everybody knows except his parents. This is just so stupid. This book is so stupid. This could be an interesting plot twist, but in the hands of Cena Grace, I know it's going to be handled with all the care of first-time teenage lovers. It would be a miracle if he could find a hole, let alone the right one. So then we go back to the battle, and Bobby is monologuing through the whole thing. It's silly and stupid, but not as stupid as his jackass date running around the battlefield. Dude, you live in the Marvel Universe. Don't they have drills for this in school? You know, when superheroes fight, grab your goodies and run. Why are you running around like that fat girl in the scary movie? Get your probably muscular ass out of the fucking way. No, that's not what happens. What happens is this piece of a building falls and is gonna kill him. And Iceman has enough time to stop the slowest falling debris ever. A whole fucking page. This dude should be dead. But of course, he saves him and they kiss. This is his first date. He's still on the first date. First date with a dude, and he's already doing cheek kisses like they've been dating for months. Nobody comes out like this. It's like he's that guy from Extras who was obviously gay and finally came out and was like, more cocks for me, yama yama yama. That just doesn't happen. But if I can make a suggestion to our dear Bobby, use silicone-based lube, it's less likely to freeze on contact. Speaking of lame jokes, Bobby's got a whole bag of them. For whatever reason, Cena Grace is convinced that Bobby is a funny man. He's not. He doesn't make the jokes. He is the joke. Stop trying to make him funny. That's not his character, and you're really bad at it. Like those old joke books bad. Stop it, or do yourself a favor and go and watch some Doug Stanhope and get your shit together. Moving on. Bobby gets fed up with the fight and creates an ice Susanoo. It's actually a cool scene. We get to see just how powerful Bobby's become because he's controlling this ice giant. It goes pretty well. The art for it is good, but Cena Grace ruins it with this lame Toho reference. Toho is the company behind Godzilla. Does this ice giant look like a kaiju? No. Why not make the Ultraman reference? It's just right there. Or the Power Ranger reference. Why go with the kaiju thing? It's just, come on. I know it's petty, but come on. So apparently, this fight only lasted a minute. Let's recap, shall we? In 1 minute, Bobby had time to monologue, save his fuck bud, make out, rip off Naruto, and tell half a dozen lame jokes. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Now, I said in my other reviews that the fights in this book are pointless. You could take them out and it wouldn't change anything. This book proves it. This whole book is really about Bobby thinking about moving to LA. We meet up with the champions in the last issue, just as an excuse to get him into LA to set him up for moving to the other gay mecca. All the Sentinel shit doesn't need to be there. If you took it out, it'd be a normal date. Bobby goes to the club and dances, then he goes for ice cream with his date, and then they go back to the date's house to fake watch movies until they do the nasty. All this extra shit doesn't need to be here. This book doesn't need to feature a mutant. He doesn't need any powers to tell this story. His mutation isn't even driving the story. Everything driving the story is about him being gay and basically a regular dude. So just tell the regular dude's story. If you're gonna make him a mutant, where's the meaningful superhero stuff? Where's the stuff related to his powers? This is why it was so stupid to have Jean make Bobby gay. Because it's so unrelated to anything in Bobby's life, everything that you do after that feels forced. There's actually a fix for this that I came up with. Thanks to Brian Michael Bendis, Charles Xavier is basically a predatory dick. Bendis had Professor X use his powers to mess with people's powers, screw with people's minds, and do all sorts of shady things. So what if Xavier decided to hide Bobby's sexual orientation? Hear me out. Bobby's parents freaked out over him being a mutant. Bobby couldn't handle how his parents reacted to that. The stress of telling them that he liked boys would have been too much for him to handle. So Xavier decides to block Bobby's gayness until the boy can deal with it. It's not like he made Bobby straight. It's more like he turned his gayness down. He made it so that once Bobby learns the coping skills to deal with the stress, the block will dissolve over time, letting Bobby deal with his feelings in a structured way. Of course, Bobby being Bobby, he never develops those skills, so the block is still there. That's why his relationship's Bob. He doesn't have the skills to form a lasting bond, and subconsciously he knows he's gay. So when young Jean reads young Bobby's mind, that's what she detects, and she accidentally removes the block, thinking that it's something that Bobby did to himself out of denial. So she didn't make him gay, just undid Xavier's protection. But that's a good idea, so Marvel would never use that. Anyway, Bobby meets up with the champions the next day, and in a totally unrealistic conversation, a bunch of straight guys, a bi-demigod, and a fag hag want Bobby to talk about his first trip down Satan's Alley. That would never happen in real life. Ever. Ever. Ugh. Just no straight man wants to know about his gay male friends boning another dude. I don't care how close you are, they don't want to know that. Thank God Bobby changes the subject. He goes on to talk about some lame come-on he told to Black Widow years ago. Then this shit happens. Bobby drops in on Sentinel Lady in a pose that just looks wrong. Oh, fucking hell. And because he's gay, he can't keep a boner with all the estrogen in the air, so his dick breaks. So broke dick Bobby goes back to the X-Mansion, and then we get this throwaway line about young and older Bobby both thinking that older Warren is cute. With the Kevin Spacey and Charlie Sheen shit, this just seems really wrong. But here's my question. Why waste this chance with the throwaway line? If you're trying to convince longtime fans that Bobby is actually gay, here's your chance. Look at Warren. He's hot. And he's an angel. If ever a gay boy would have a crush on someone, it would be a fucking angel. So why not have a moment here where Warren asks Bobby why he never tried anything? But like I said, that's a good idea, so Marvel would never do it. So Bobby texts his fuck bud Judah, giving him these lame nicknames. Then we get this scene of folks in the X-Mansion going about their business. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the captions over the word balloons. The idea is Bobby's not actually listening to them. Fine, just write blah 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 in the balloons and be done with it. But no, Cena Grace adds caption boxes over the balloons telling us what everyone's saying. So he fucks up his own joke. Oh, God, just why does this book exist? So it wraps up with Bobby saying he wants to move to LA because his first time lover wants to be more than a fling. That dick must have been good. Just scrumdiddlyumptious. Your first time. First time. Now this man wants to move to West Hollywood. All he needs now are some star tattoos on his side, a purse puppy, and then one of them small dogs. This book is so fucking pointless. All you have to do to make it work is make the story about Bobby trying to deal with his life and being an X-Men at the same time. Literally Spider-Man him, and this could work. But no, we've got this dated 90s gay sitcom drama that just ruins the book. We got a character acting so contrary to everything we know about him that he's basically not the real Iceman. And we've got the most generic, boring coming out story imaginable. The fucking Fosters is more edgy than this. I hate this book. I really, really hate this book. Fucking hell. Just let me know what you think. I'm done. I'm just done. Just let me know what you think in the comments. Just unbelievable.